So this is the Route 3 search full of puzzles that are very, very different. There's these keypad puzzles, sorting puzzles, letter webs. I've done 3 videos on it already. I'm a bit nervous about recording the intro to this one because it's literally all about string peg puzzles, and I'm not sure it's going to be as entertaining because I could have taken the magic trick puzzle branch, but this video is literally all going to be these style of puzzles where there's different types of pegs and you need to figure out the rules and connect the string from one end to the other. So this is a puzzle game about pulling the string and connecting it to the other side, but you need to satisfy the constraints of these different dots, and this doesn't work also, but it's like very physical in what you need to do. So if you do this or this, that counts as completed. So we're doing this little section down here, which is all about those strings. I'm going to click the top level. So here, not only do we have blue, but we also have orange. So I don't think it's about separating colors, is it? Or maybe it is. So I can make a lot of different shapes. That does not work. And however, it seems this orange one is actually satisfied. If I do this, then none of them are satisfied. Maybe I need to do orange, blue, orange, blue. No. It's hard to speculate about, like, what the mechanics might be with very few puzzles to work with. Can also do some really funky stuff like that. If I do the that completes. Oh my. Okay. Does the opposite work as well? I was wondering if this was like literally the witness, and that like the same color had to be in the same area. Like if you're looking here, the 2 oranges are going to be in the same region, like filling the entire bottom, and the blues are all going to be like also in the same area. Okay, it might just be that. Let's check out the next one in the sequence. So we got green. All right, let's get the green into their own region. But that also kind of has a problem with the oranges. It would be really nice to completely block off a region like that as well. I just don't know how valid that is, but if you check this, then it seems like these blues are satisfied, so you can actually have them enclosed. But if I grab this, get the blues, looks perfect. What? Oh no, because shoot, the greens are the same region as the oranges in that one. So instead, just do this. There we go. The oranges are now completely in the top. Next puzzle is all of different colors, so we're probably going to use the enclosures at some point. Although, what would an enclosure even look like? Something like that. Looks like a paperclip. And if I'm gonna do it there, why don't I do it with the farther one or something? That way I can go in and enclose from an even further distance away. I think this is, no, the magenta sees the cyan in that one. Does this work? Yeah, okay, looks like it works. Depending on the angle of that final cyan, that could have easily not worked. However, there are different branches. So let's check this one. So here we have black. That doesn't work, and it says right for whatever reason. That doesn't work either. If I do this, it even highlights the symbol. Huh. Okay. What does that mean? Looks maybe like a right angle or something. I'm not quite sure, but it seems to be. No, I don't think it is actually about right angles. But whatever the case, it seems like enclosing it makes it highlight green. The next puzzle in the sequence, it's a down now. The down seems easy to trigger. Oh, maybe not there. Oh, wow, that one's not easy to trigger for some reason. Maybe it needs to be a completely horizontal. That wasn't completely horizontal, but it still worked. Or maybe like, maybe it was wrong with the other arrow because it seems to be that you need to approach it from below in some way. But trying to get it to work from that doesn't actually work. So, I mean, I kind of get it. Like, you need to go. It needs to come in from a down direction. It's like this also works. The weird thing is like the green sometimes turning like here. I guess it doesn't care about which end it comes from, but I can't select it from the end point. I have to start from here. So you come in from it from the down angle, which you can do it from the start as well. And then what about this thing? We can also come in from a downish position, like coming from the top of this to the lower part of this, and then win. There you go. Next, oh my god, the directions of this. Well, you can't come in quite from that direction. What are these? Oh, okay. Some of these constraints are like ridiculous to it. Like, that is how you get the one on the left? I feel like you need a better idea of some of these rules, because like that bottom one, it's not about enclosing it, really. But yet this direction is so weirdly specific. All I have to say is ew. But hey, I mean, it works. So the map actually has 3 branches, of course, and the last one is this one. It's something about a midpoint. Huh. Oh, it's a number that goes down. Like, so you need to go through it a certain amount of times. That's too many times. Okay. This one is 3, so it feels like you might go here first. And this one is 0, so you never want to touch it. That one that is at the bottom, how do you even do that too? I guess something like... Dang, we can't make another one because we need to hook onto these really badly. Of course, that's not enough. Like, it needs to be exact. One. I don't get that 2 over there. That's how you get... Oh, that's so close. Wow, is that close. We can actually get one that's a little too much, like here. That's way too much. Like, what am I doing wrong? To get to 3... This is not... What if I connect to this one instead? Oh, there it is. There it is. Next, we have more 3s. And some things in the middle as well. No, that's actually a 4 over there. So it's hard to make that 4 happen. We should probably think about that 4 first. Because we need to make, like, what, multiple loops around the middle things in order to make that happen? Like, it needs to be hit. And okay, hold on. Okay, something wrong happened with the 3 there. But hey, we actually got the 4 in that one. We didn't succeed in hitting this 3 at all, though. So what, do you think you loop around the whole thing? That didn't work out. Wow, that's close again. Like, there's also an idea of doing that. Like, that actually allows both of these dots here to be used safely. Like, wow, okay, it was just like going through dots. This leaves about 4 puzzles, 3 of them kind of being a finale branch. Check out the first. Alright, as you might expect, this would combine mechanics, and yes, it does. It combines the blue and orange, which need to be separated, as well as the... Well, wow, that was annoyingly close, wasn't it? Oh, no, it wasn't, because the orange hasn't been, put into its own region. Nope. So how would you do that? You can hit those. Ooh, look at that. Well, unfortunately, the blue and the orange are still looking at the same spot, which is down below. So, like, we need to use the outer regions, for sure. But, like, doing this is, like... This doesn't work at all. Yeah, okay, what if we connected there? And this would, of course, need to be on the outside, too. Then come back. Wrong. Top needs to be completely separated, so... Oh? Blue's enclosed now. That looks good. There you go. Next one involves both blue and arrow up. So... Something weird, like... Oh, God, I don't... Well, the blues, we don't have another different color, so... It's kind of fine that we just don't... Okay, this is immediately a problem because, like, the bottom and the top are separated. Like, just the two... This one and this one that I've already touched is separated, so that's not correct. So it's something more like... Oh, come on. Like, it's actually, like, not difficult to satisfy the up and the down. Like, I've made this path, there's, like, some variants, but then, of course, the issue is connecting all the blues. Also, there's a funny thing, like, here... where, like, it's hard to hook onto both of these two because of the... This is just the right angle where both of these are kind of, like, at the same angle, but aren't really the same angle, so, like, we get some weird auto-stat behavior. Like, there's... there's this path that I just found that looks kind of nice because you can activate the up arrow by coming from below. But then there's nothing to hook onto right here. Or maybe we grab this one. Well, maybe that up arrow can work. Nope. Getting that up arrow is annoying. Like, do I need to do it at the very start or something? But that's also weird. Because then we will need to get the down from here. It's a symmetrical-ish puzzle, so... Like, there's no way they're all enclosed. Like, I can't do that. And like, when can you approach this bottom? All that forces it to enclose. What? Well, I mean, you could do that, but then it's enclosed anyway, and like, we just can't separate it from the bottom. Hold on, if I do this, I think that's the angle that like the blues all connect. Okay, that works. That works. This bottom peg I don't even need to deal with. This one over here. All right, cool. Next is this thing. So these, of course, require two to go through, which is already like a bit of an ask. It's also kind of symmetrical as well. But if I do this, then doesn't satisfy the go through it twice in the middle. I was tempted to do something like this. Okay, that's too much there. Can I do this, this, and this? And if the puzzle is actually symmetrical, this should actually work out better than I think. No, it's hard to get those, I guess. Dang, I like this opening move, but maybe it's not what it is. And doing this almost looks kind of good. Like, except that, you know, it doesn't use that too, but... You know, maybe there's something I don't get about this up arrow down here as well, because, like, how is it ever going to get satisfied? Up arrow is like... It's like an... You have to draw an up arrow, carrot shape. Both ends must be going up, and maybe that's the even better way to phrase it. How is it that both sides go up when there's like so little to even do? The down arrow we can satisfy, since there's another peg at the top, but there's nothing here. So the only way to do anything with this, something like this, then we need to hook onto that. So we need to like, okay, so that really restricts it because we need to do something like this and then have a peg accessible that way. Although, once it goes inside, it also needs to come out. Well, that does it for 3 of them. I swear the way, like, I can actually also do it with this, but it looks like almost like a paper clip when that happens. Man, that also looks kind of close in that it does, like, 3, but we're missing this one, of course. I gotta feel like it starts similarly to this, but there's something that's still not right about it. This also looks close. It's so tempting to start like this, but then, oh my god. This, wow, that path also does something kind of good, and even one peg is not involved. This puzzle is so weird. I'm not making good progress at all. Like, one thing I noticed is that this 2, where you need to pass it 2 times, must be fulfilled by the down arrow and the up arrow, but notice that right here, I'm going to go through this, and that's really bad because it'll need to go through it again to satisfy the arrow, so there's some ordering thing I don't have down. Help, I'm getting lost in the spaghetti sauce! I've been drawing this in an image editor to try to find, like, partial paths, and it's like, it's really hard to see. Like, a lot of these can have a lot of potential candidates to connect to. Like, I'm only pretty sure that this thing can only connect to the thing up here. This still needs to do the loop-de-loop. Probably the most important, of course, is that we know that this cannot be traversed because the 2 are already spent, which means that connecting from here, the top right, then to the bottom left is impossible. So this must come either before or after, the part that involves the top right. We already tried before, like many times. And there are many impossible routes like that consume the top right early and cause problems, so we'll try to connect this. I mean, this doesn't work. We can do, like, this. But with this peg, there we go. My god, that was a freaking unbelievable level. We have a final level. What the hell is going on here? Our starting point has a right arrow, and there's stuff behind the start, too. This can only be traversed a single time, and the blues need to connect. This doesn't work, because that hasn't been traversed once yet, and the arrow hasn't been satisfied. That can only be traversed a single time through. Okay, that was way easier than the previous to me. Anyway, that's that entire section done. So let's check out what the final puzzles in this are. Oh my god, the capstone sequence? Yeah, it's a finale sequence. I can tell, look at this, it's like they've combined the keypad in one of the previous videos with the very first code sequence, and this is all gonna be combinations, isn't it? This... Oh, what? They combined the pegs with letter words? This is gonna be like things with a handle up and down, isn't it? This riddles code, intersection, Venn diagram, curseness, QR code. Is this gonna combine it with the magic trick? And the last one is a sorting problem of incredibly hard to read pegging puzzles. Oh my god. Well, that's a very fitting ending. Is the final puzzle going to combine literally everything? Alright, immaculate presentation. Goodbye. CBA.